Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
We live. Welcome back to Voice of the Fans Sportscast with your host, Ben Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and of course, Tyler Wright in the house. What's going on?
Yo, what's up?
Not much,
What's up, bro?
Doing my day off, chilling like a villain, doing my thing.
That would be nice.
And Tyler, how deliveries go?
Terrible.
Man, don't be messing nobody's shoes up now. Make sure you put them boxes in the back of the truck.
All right, chill out, bro.
Gently now. Don't be throwing packages back there.
Yeah, man.
Unless they're Kawhi's, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's take a while. Yeah, we don't care. We don't care if you just throw those in the back. But man, he be rapping when he get LeBron packages. He be rapping them and putting bows on them.
He said rapping though. You wild.
Hey, they get
I don't
served
know
on
how to
a
rap.
platter.
Wow.
All right. Well, the NFL schedule come out a week from now. Well, it's probably closer. Because when they announced it, I believe it was like this past Tuesday. But anyway, it should be out in this coming week. I'm excited to see it because I'm trying to go to some of the games this year. And I know a lot of people are going to be hyped when they see the schedule. I know I am.
I'm not.
Which game you gonna try to get?
Man, I want to see Tom Brady if I can before he retires. Or the Falcons, because them games are always good.
Okay.
You said, Taylor, you said not you?
No, I'm not excited. I don't really care. Texans are gonna lose regardless.
Would you trade Deshaun Watson for like a 4th-round pick just to get him out of there? Like, look, I feel
Yes,
like
I can
the Texans should.
I don't care who they trade them for. I don't care who they trade them to. Just let me root for a different team.
If they had a 1st-round pick, man, I feel like Texans would have took a quarterback.
No doubt.
Yeah, they probably would have.
Yeah,
Probably.
Maybe they should trade for Aaron Rodgers.
Deshaun for Aaron? Bro, could you imagine Deshaun on the Packers? That'd be nice.
Yeah, off the quarterbacks.
Yeah,
But
go
you
ahead.
probably have
That'd
to
be
throw
great.
more picks for Aaron Rodgers though, because like I said, you don't know Deshaun Watson's situation.
It don't matter to me, man. I'm a Packers fan until I die if he goes there.
He said till he died.
Man, you can't do that, man. You can't be swapping.
That's crazy.
That dude, man, he don't know the Saints history, bro. We had just as many bad quarterbacks as y'all.
It's not even that,
Right.
man. It's just like I'm still a Rockies fan. They're trash. It's just
Yeah,
the Texans organization. Just they just rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh man, I understand that. All right, we're gonna do a little pre-rankings for our running backs. We're doing top 10, and I just kind of want to see where everybody had their running backs at. We already did one for quarterbacks. I feel like we should do one for running backs. Since fantasy football is coming up too, and a lot of people take that seriously. I did with my friends' fantasy football league. and he sent me a trophy yesterday. Got sent on my desk right now. I'm looking dead at it. Look very nice on my desk. You know, that's what I do. I win. But
Oh my goodness.
let's get into our pre-rankings for our running back going into the season. Y'all want to do it like last time? Like I say my number one, then y'all say y'all number ones.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, I'll go first. You know, of course, my first running back going into the season is Christian McCaffrey.
I had Derrick Henry.
No, I'm not mad about Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I got Henry.
Both y'all got Henry. Okay. Why y'all pick Henry? I'm pretty sure. Do y'all have McCaffrey second?
I do.
No.
Why y'all got Henry first?
He's at back-to-back complete seasons, back-to-back 1,900-yard plus seasons.
And he was in the MVP discussion, wasn't he, this year?
Yeah. He's just dominant.
But didn't Chris McCaffrey actually win an MVP?
No.
He was in MVP race, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last year? No, that was the year before.
No,
two
year
years
before.
ago. So who beat him 2
Yeah,
years ago?
Lamar?
Lamar.
They should get that boy. They should get it to McCaffrey.
Man, nah. I'm going to die on the hill and say Michael Thomas. I will always say Michael Thomas deserved MVP that season. But
He set the record.
he carried us like.
Yeah, he really did.
Hard.
He was shooting one. But like y'all saying, Derrick Henry had a complete season, but McCaffrey is the more complete back.
He was hurt last year, though.
That's just one
Yeah,
time.
that's why I ain't have him more.
When have
Wait, so
McCaffrey ever been shut down the game?
Is this for next season or like overall?
Overall, I got him number one running back in the league.
Nah, I'm still on Henry.
Man,
I'm still taking Henry. I like Henry.
I like Henry too, but he didn't show up in the playoffs. Did Baltimore stop him? Didn't they stop him?
Yeah.
They're not stopping Chris McCaffrey. Cause he either if you stop him in the run game, but he gonna beat you in the passing. You can't stop both.
I don't know. I still don't think you can dispute. You can dispute it, but I don't think like you can be like you said. You can't be mad at him being number one. Like 1,900-yard seasons back to back.
Chris McCaffrey, his stats rushing the ball and catching the ball, put him right up there with Derrick Henry. Am I right?
I mean, yeah. I'm not mad at him being first.
Yeah, 2019 he had 1,300. Well, we're gonna say 1,400 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards.
But the reason he wasn't first for me because he got hurt.
Okay, that makes sense. But he should be back to normal though. And the year before that, he had almost 1,100 yards rushing, and he had 867 receiving. I mean,
yes. And if we not considering injury, then I might have to change my list up a little bit.
Yeah, I feel you. So both y'all got Dan Henry. Who y'all second?
Mine might be kind of biased, but mine was Hamilton Ware.
Okay. I figured that our first five would probably be like near the same.
Yeah.
Because number two, I have Derrick Henry.
Who you got, Gatwood, number two?
Gatwood.
Yeah.
there, bro? You fell asleep?
I accidentally muted. My bad.
Who you got number 2?
McCaffrey.
Okay. All right. So like I said, my first was McCaffrey. Y'all first was Derrick Henry. My second is Derrick Henry. So like I said, okay, I guess it really doesn't matter. You know, cause they pretty interchangeable. So y'all, like I said, y'all starting a team, y'all picking Derrick Henry as y'all running back.
Oh no, now if I'm starting a team, I'm picking McCaffrey. Well, it depends.
So y'all just saying he's the best in the league right now.
Yeah, I would have to go with it.
Okay.
What you talking about? You said in fantasy?
Nuh-uh, right now, like in the league.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I'm building a team overall, yeah, you want McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Number 3, who you have at number 3?
I got McCaffrey.
Kamara. I got Kamara.
Yes, I have Kamara number 3. Just below McCaffrey, you have MC number 3. I mean, like I said, the first 5, I feel like we might be in the same ballpark. Because AK and Chris McCaffrey, they the same, but it's the offense AK in. He don't get the ball as much as McCaffrey. And we don't know if AK is as durable as McCaffrey. We don't know that yet because he ain't took the ball that many times. That's
I think McCaffrey's would you say he's a better rusher? Or would you say we just don't know yet?
I would say we don't know because AK don't get to touch the ball as many times. But when AK do touch the ball, he getting positive yards every time. That game versus Minnesota, oh my word.
Yeah.
That was stellar. He really should have 8.
He make it look so easy.
He do. Like he one cut, he hit that hole, he just gliding all the way past you. He just gliding.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Chris McCaffrey's a little bit more faster, but I feel like they're the same player. But McCaffrey get more praise because of his 1,000 yards rushing, and AK haven't done that yet. He can't.
You can't go wrong either way.
Say that again.
So you really can't go wrong either way.
Yeah, that's why I think you can't go wrong either way. And cause they gonna put up points for you anyway. Especially how they use McCaffrey in the offense and how they use AK in the offense. I mean, that's the same thing. And like I said,
McCaffrey had what? He had 6 in the game, 6 touchdowns.
Man, he should have had 8.
He tied the record.
Yeah,
right.
Should have had 8. But no, we gotta get Taste on the ball. Oh my goodness, we gotta show him some love.
Yeah, Kamara won me a fantasy. He won me that fantasy game. That game.
Mm-hmm.
By putting up like 50-something points.
He texted me like, man, AK, I gotta thank him. I told you to send him some of that money you won.
He don't need it.
Yeah, you said he don't need it. Yeah, what did I say? He don't need it. Yeah, so last year AK rushed for 932.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, man, Sean Payton should let him get to 1,000.
I swear. Like, I didn't think he had that much, to be honest, the way they was checking the ball down last season.
I know. That's crazy, man. I'll be mad because I'm pretty sure there's an incentive in that 1,000 yards if he gets to 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. We had a pretty solid back, though. Like, Latavius Murray averaging 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, Latavius Murray, I'm glad he's back. Our team should be pretty decent going into the season. I'll go with the 4th is for me is Dalvin Cook.
Dang, that's what I had.
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay. Dalvin Cook, he's like McCaffrey and AK too. He just injury prone.
Yeah, he went crazy when he came back from injury, though.
Man, he's that boy, for real. He need to get out of Minnesota.
And Kirk is his quarterback.
Man, he playing against a box. Every time they play against the Vikings, man, that number one guy is to stop Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
God, nobody ain't scared of no Kirk Cousins. So every time he go in the game plan is to stop Dalvin Cook. And like I said, he's a beast, man. And they just, for some reason, they just can't build that old line right. He had 1500 rushing yards last year.
How long was he out?
What, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, or something like that?
Shit, he might have hit 1900. Yeah.
Mhm. He was on pace. The dude was like just outrunning everybody. And what's so crazy to me that they don't use Dalvin Cook in the passing game like that. Like they should use him more in the passing game.
Yeah, he's a good receiving back.
He is, and they don't get the ball out of the backfield like as they should. They're not utilize all his talent. The Vikings they have some problems, and I see why people's on a hot seat. Last year, and they might be on the hot seat again going in this year. They might be the third best team in the division while we playing.
Third?
Yes, Packers.
The Bears.
Oh, the Bears. I forgot about the Bears. It depends on the Aaron Rodgers situation, though.
We'll get to Aaron Rodgers, but yeah, the Vikings, man, they might be looking on the decline. I hate that for Justin Jefferson too.
Me too, man.
They're really a quarterback away. Their offense is good.
Yeah, all because of Dalvin. That's why, and Justin Jefferson and Thielen.
And Thielen. I'm saying, like, they got weapons.
Kirk is solid, though. I mean, he don't suck.
Yeah, he ain't horrible, but, like, if they had an elite quarterback, they'd be doing something.
Mm-hmm. Now, if they had Aaron Rodgers, oh, my word.
He might as well follow in
Brett
Favre footsteps.
And, nah, too bad they in the same division. There's no way. They had to trade him. All right, let's move on.
Crazy,
yeah, I know, right? Let's move on to number 5. I have Nick Chubb.
I got Nick Chubb.
Who you got, Tyler?
I put Saquon.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that. We ain't going to talk about that. The only reason why I don't have Saquon at number 5, he probably would make the top 5. His injuries, man. And I don't know what he actually can do behind the O-line. It's just he's been having terrible seasons. And whoever drafted Saquon last year in fantasy, I knew they were highly upset.
I would say, like, if barring injury, like no injury, I would definitely, because Nick Chubb was 6 for me. But barring injury, he would have been top 5. I mean, I would have had him. But who did I say was 5? Saquon and Nick.
The problem I have with Saquon, like I said, like we looking at potential. That's what we looking at. But we don't know. We don't actually know, how his body gonna hold up, or if he can be that workhorse. History shows that he hadn't been healthy like last year or the year before that. That he was dealing with an ankle.
That's what I was saying.
2019.
But barring injury, he's definitely top 5 to me.
I still have Nick Chubb over him. Nick Chubb different. That boy. Now that's the boy that'll probably get to 2,000 yards if it wasn't for Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Yeah, I got Chubb at 5 and Barkley at 6.
That's what I have. Barkley. Oh no. Y'all gonna be like, what?
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna reveal him yet. But Nick Chubb. Now that's the guy that he almost made it over Dalvin. Like, they had similar numbers, but I feel like Nick Chubb went to 2,000 if it weren't for Cream holding him back.
You say you almost had him over Dalvin?
Yeah, dude is explosive.
Oh.
Very explosive. Home run hitter. Just like Dalvin Cook probably got better hands, but Nick Chubb's right behind him. A lot of
He is
people
very
hate
good.
on that man. Huh?
Nick Chubb's a little underrated.
He's dude, I didn't know he was that. I knew he was good, but last year, dude just exploded. Like, he just said, give me the ball, I'm running this thing. Dude is 5'11", 227.
And he's so fast.
So fast, man. He had like I said, he shared the ball with Kareem Hunt, but he had 1,000 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns. Goal line machine. He gonna punch it in for you. You don't gotta worry about that. But Kareem Hunt was taking his goal line carries.
Yeah.
He probably would have more if it weren't for Kareem Hunt. Yes. He had 12 touchdowns, bro, last year. I'm trying to tell you, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb is that guy. And 2019, he had basically 1,500 rushing yards. He went 1494.
Wait, Nick Chubb went 1494?
Mhm. He just like they don't utilize him in the passing game. So that's why a lot of people have Dalvin Cook over him, because Dalvin Cook can do both. With Nick Chubb, mostly just your 3-down back.
Yeah.
All right. Dang, I think I skipped somebody. All right, let's move on. Number 6, I have Aaron Jones.
Me too.
Catwood.
Not Barkley.
At number 6. At 6.
Yeah, because I had Charlie at 5.
Okay. You know what? So going into the season though, you really got Barkley over Aaron Jones.
I do.
Why is that?
Potential.
You drafting potential?
Well, I mean, obviously, in fantasy, yeah, I'd go Aaron Jones because Barkley's coming off an ACL injury. But I still take Barkley fully healthy over Aaron Jones.
Okay. I can't argue that logic. You know, like, you're looking at potential, and he is I want to say better rusher, but you know, he just had the tangibles to be a great running back, and that's what you're looking at. Then okay, can't be mad at that. Number 7, I have Zeke. You said you too?
Yeah.
Dang, Tyler, been looking at my sheet, bro.
Nah, you with them.
I got Aaron Jones at 7.
Okay, so yeah, we right behind each other. I'm surprised we were behind each other this far going into it, though.
I thought we never agree on stuff like this.
I know, though. I'm kind of surprised that, that we got these running backs so close together. Like, they like, right behind each other, our picks. So I guess we on the same mindset. All right, here we go. Number 8, I have Barkley.
Zeke. Zeke at 8.
These last two are stuff for me. My mind went blank. I went Mostert.
And he gave it to Raheem Mustard.
Yeah.
I mean, he's stellar and all, but he's injury prone too, and he's just not a true number one in my opinion. What you think, Gatwood?
No, I'll take that back. I'm gonna go Kareem Hunt.
At number 8?
Yes.
See, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yes.
Let me tell you why. Because if he's on another team, he's a number one.
And I have always thought that both of them were top 10 running backs, like last season.
If it wasn't for Nick Chubb taking a lot of carries, he would have a lot of yards too, in my opinion. What do you think about that take?
I'm not mad at that at all. He would definitely be a number one on another team, though.
Gatwood?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's why I said number 8. I was like, Kareem Hunt. And I thought about it, like, okay, I can see what he aiming at. Because a lot of times, in Kansas City, was he not, like, literally maybe the best running back in the league?
Definitely top 3.
Yeah, definitely top 3. So I can't be mad at him going number 8. Like, that's fair if he was on a team that needed a running back, the Texans, then he'll be a true number one.
Hey, you got to tell him stop throwing shade at you with these Texans.
Hey, they need everything.
How throwing shade is true. They, like, Texas, they should have picked up Kareem Hunt or something. Make a trade.
Hey, we got Philip Lindsay, man.
Man, nah, y'all got DJ. Don't say Philip Lindsay. Don't do that boy like that. You got DJ. All right, so that's number 8. Number 9, I have Josh Jacobs.
Yep, that's mine.
Sir, that boy. Now, and speaking fancy-wise, I am not probably going to touch Josh Jacobs. I feel like Kendrick Drake going to take some of his carries.
Because Kenyon Drake's probably going to get all his catching. Like, he's going to be the catching back, too.
And then, yeah. So the only value that Josh Jacobs probably going to have is goal line work. If they even get down to the goal line, that's
Oh,
a problem. That's going to be the problem right there. If Kenyon Drake don't take it 30 yards to a touchdown, then I don't know how many times they're going to get in the red zone. But, Tyler, who you say?
I had Josh Jacobs.
Okay, you had Josh Jacobs too. All right, so okay. So that was number 9, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
See, now, this is a toss-up right here. This is our 10th one. I'm mulling over some young guys like Jonathan Taylor, Antonio Gibson, what's the dude from the Jaguars, James Robinson. I was just like,
I bet you won't pick a running back from the draft.
I thought about Najee Harris.
I did. I did too.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't say he's going to be my top 10 running back without seeing him first in the offense. So I said, let me leave him off for right now. I'm not going to be that bold and pick him number 10. So like I said, I was just looking. Like you said, you could have said Kareem Hunt. I could have put Kareem Hunt number 10. And I was like, you know what? I don't really value this guy. I skipped him over in the draft. Even Cam Akers. I thought about Cam Akers. He came on late in the season, and he showed up in the playoffs. But I was thinking to myself, I said, I don't really value this guy a lot. I think he's a gadget player, but a lot of people put value in him. So I won't give him the 10th spot just because of what he did last year if he didn't get injured. It's Austin Eckler. It's my number 10.
Man, I'm gonna forgive most. I'm going Cam Akers.
Man, Cam Akers was there. He surprised
Man,
me.
he's solid, bro.
Surprised me, but I was like, yes, he shocked me when he finally.
Because I always knew he was that good, bro. Even like coming out of high school, but he went crazy.
When he finally blossomed late into the season, I said, "Ooh, that boy nice." So I thought about asking Cam Akers at 10. Or Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor came on late in the season too. But
that's my 10.
You went Jonathan Taylor. I'm saying I want to go young guy, but they not proven. Austin Eckler is proven, and we've seen what he's done when he's healthy. Like I said, I'm not high on him or nothing like that, but it would just be fair to give him because he done it more. He done it longer.
Well, Melvin Gordon, he's another guy off the top 10.
Yeah, you could with Melvin Gordon he finally had the starting job in Denver after Philip Lindsay has left. And you know what surprised me that none of y'all didn't think of either was Joe Mixon.
Oh, I forgot about him. He had a bad year last year, though, didn't he?
He did. And I don't know if the O-line that keep him back or the play calling, but the Saints will hound Joe Mixon because he can catch the ball and run it. Like if they didn't get Kamara, they probably would win it probably would win Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, he got drafted in the second round, I think.
He's pretty solid.
He's solid when they can get him the ball, when they get him in space, and when they just design the right play for him. But it seemed like they just not call. They not the O line not open up any holes for him.
I'd say running back's pretty deep in the NFL.
It is. It's very deep. It just all these guys are jockeying for a 10th spot, and I wouldn't be mad if somebody threw in Joe Mixon number 10. All right, like you said, somebody went Najee Harris number 10. I ain't thought about Chris Carson. When they hand him the ball, he's pretty dead on. But I just see more talented guys than Chris Carson.
I probably would have put James Robinson number 10 if they wouldn't have drafted Etienne.
Exactly. I was thinking James Robinson too, and all these guys are stellar. Even Swift, he showed some promise. We're gonna see with him also. But I'm really liking the guys I'm really liking are Cam Akers, Jonathan Taylor, and Antonio Gibson.
I think Etienne gonna have a good year too.
Yeah.
And I hate that for James Robinson. He earned that spot, man.
Maybe they could be like a Robinson. Maybe they could be like a Chubb Kareem Hunt type duo.
Yeah, or Kamara and Latavius Murray.
Yeah.
Or Kareem Hunt. Remember they had Matt Breda. I mean, it was what? Matt Breda and was it Raheem Mustard?
Tevin Coleman.
It was those. It was man. That run. Boy, now I got so many running backs, man. I lose track. It was like Matt Breda and Kareem Hunt. Not Kareem Hunt. Raheem Mustard. But yeah, our top 10 is about the same. And you said y'all had Taylor. You had Jonathan Taylor, and Tyler. You had Cam Akers. That's right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, and especially in my fancy when we start our fancy draft. I'm definitely gonna be doing my scouting reports and seeing what's going on in camp. All right, so let's move on to some news. Basically, this is related to Aaron Rodgers, but owners are not happy. According to reports, some owners have contacted Roger Goodell regarding premier players forcing their way out from their current teams. It's a trend that NFL owners want to get in front of, and something Commissioner Gordon will surely have to address with the NFLPA. So it will be interesting to see what the league does about this.
They had to see it coming, though.
They had to.
Yeah.
I understand the owner's gripe, man. Like, you get drafted, you sign a contract. Of course, it's a job. So the employer if they don't need you anymore, they're gonna release you or fire you. It's just how it is. It's like that in the real world, and I don't see any different like this in sports.
their contracts aren't fully guaranteed, are they?
No, they're not.
So I think, man, they've been looking at the NBA, how they going, players control the league in the NBA. I think they're looking at that like, man, yes,
And that's gonna be
they had to
that'll
see
be
it coming.
and it's gonna be a problem. It's already a problem for the NBA. The ratings are dropping dramatically because all these teams, like you only got 4 or 5 good teams in the NBA. And you know who's gonna be in the playoffs almost every year.
It's so easy to force your way out in the NBA too. Like if you want to go somewhere else.
It is.
The salary cap is ridiculous in the NBA. Like they have more cap to do stuff.
They can have like 3 max players at a time. Like think about it. Like that's 3 All-Stars you could have.
Mhm.
Superstars.
And with the NFL, if you have players forcing themselves out, then they create super teams.
Like, but imagine the teams they could put together in the NFL, but like,
Like get Julio and DeAndre Hopkins on the same team.
yeah,
Or something like that.
With somebody like Derrick Henry at running back or something stupid. Like,
Yeah, imagine Derrick Henry on the Chiefs or something.
Mhm.
Right.
And having Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, like that's gonna be unreal. Like why? Why is it even a
like
thing?
Madden middle team.
You know how many people start watching?
I don't think people would stop watching, bro.
Dude.
Well, I don't. It's hard to say, bro. Because how many NFL teams are there?
32.
Yeah, I don't know. That's hard to say.
Yeah, he changed his mind.
Yeah, I don't know. So the NBA, people still watch the NBA?
Man, but the numbers have dropped, man. Go look, go Google NFL NBA ratings.
I don't watch as much as I used to, if I'm being
Dude,
honest.
I don't either. Like I catch like really good games, but I used to watch like bad teams play because the certain players were playing. I'm like, ooh, I want to watch him. But now it's hard to catch NBA
Do y'all
games,
not watch? Do y'all not watch because of that, or do y'all not watch because like who really sits down and watch games anymore till like the playoffs?
I don't watch as much because of all the teaming up. Like it's not really fair, in my opinion. It's just like too easy. You already kind of know who's gonna win, who's gonna do what. Like you can actually predict who does what. In the NFL, you can't really do that. Like it's so many different factors and so many like different things that can happen. Like who saw James Robinson breaking out? Or Cam Akers, people are high on Cam Akers, but Cam Akers having the season he did. Or remember Adam Thielen was he not like a undrafted guy?
Yeah.
That could still happen though.
It's rare in the NBA that's happened though.
Van Vliet.
You saying in the NBA?
Yeah. Van Vliet was undrafted.
Yeah. Who?
Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah, but that's just one guy. Like, name me like a whole list that actually in like stardom. Like, you know who he is like, as soon as you see his face.
Like superstardom?
Like, what's this say? Star? Van Vliet is not a star though. Adam Thielen is a star.
Yeah. No, I'd say Van Vliet's a star. He averaged like 28 games.
I don't know. I don't
He's
know.
a star.
He's a star.
But it would be interesting to see in the NFL though, because there's so many people on the roster.
Nah, I think
like NBA, you got a 15-man roster. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know. I don't really know how NFL contracts really work. So,
but isn't that when you have an undrafted guy that's coming off a 50-man team, 55-man team, then he got more to work. He got to work through harder to even crack the roster, like the game day roster. But in NBA, you don't have like what 14, 15 guys.
Yeah, 15.
So you see undrafted guys like coming out of nowhere in the NFL, and actually reaching stardom. But in the NBA, you kind of know who's who.
I think that could still happen
Yeah.
in the NFL.
I agree with that because, like, I mean, even like the G Leaguers that ball out, they'll come to the NBA and then they'll be like a subpar role player.
Yeah, like you still don't know, like he still don't get any recognition.
It's rare that like people ball out in the G League, come up, end up being stars. Like that's super rare.
Most of these teams are made up of what, first and second and third picks.
Yeah, for the most part. But I want to see how Goodell will deal with it. Gonna be interesting.
You get fined, I guess, if you. I don't know.
But I'm saying how the players
Maybe
gonna
make
take
their
it.
contracts votable.
I don't know. I mean, you think
When
the
you start
players
messing
gonna
with people's
stand
money,
for that though?
yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. You void your contract.
But don't they have to come to some sort of agreement with the Players Association? Like they just not,
Yeah,
they just can't.
Yeah, that's why they come meet the NFLPA. I mean, do you get suspended for a year, or you get suspended, or I don't know. I don't know how they gonna legislate players trying to force their way out. Like I said, if they try to force their way out, they like, I'm not coming to camp, I'm not doing this. Like I said, maybe they not gonna get paid. That's the only thing I think of, and they can't be released out of their contract. It's almost like putting something in forbearance. You know how you put something in forbearance, you put it off, you keep putting it off. Maybe they put off the contract and he stay with the team. He can't play, he can't do anything till he actually, like Le'Veon Bell's situation.
Yeah.
He couldn't play at all till the Steelers, came to an agreement to release him. And look at him now. He lost a year of football and he never looked the same again. Now he can't get one carry in a playoff game.
I forgot he was even on their team.
That's crazy.
How you drop off like that? Like you set out a year of football, but
he was legit the best back in the league.
Yes, like literally the best back. And all of a sudden, like a year later, you can't get one touch in a playoff game. Even when your starter goes down injured, you still can't get a carry. Like
That's kind of sad because like I liked watching him play.
Yeah, I did too, man. He won me my fantasy one year. He dropped 52 points. And the thing is, the Steelers were winning. They kept running him. They kept running him. And he kept gaining yards. He kept scoring touchdowns. That jump was crazy. Like, how does that happen? Same with AB situation, right? He get kicked off the team. He missed a year, and now he can't even get 3 passes thrown his way.
Yeah, I guess that joint really don't work out in the long run for him.
I guess your body would a year off of getting contact. I guess it does something. I don't know. I don't get it. I thought you'd be fresh.
I don't know. I just figured this was coming eventually. I'm surprised that it hasn't.
And I agree
it wasn't
with
faster than this.
Yeah, I agree. You signed that contract. Granted, the GM or the teams didn't do the things that you needed them to do to make the team better. Okay, we get that. But you signed a contract, and you just gotta play football, man. I mean, not everybody will get great talent put around them. Maybe you need to do your research about the GM before you go there. Maybe you need to speak to the GM and see where they want to go, or something.
And I gotta walk back that Aaron Rodgers stuff. Yeah, he wilding, bro.
Man, we're gonna get to it.
We are
going to get to it. Matter of fact, let's go and get to it. I'm ready to talk about this.
He's wilding, bro.
All right. So first of all, we're gonna talk about the Packers. The Packers reportedly think some of the teams, 49ers, Broncos, interested in trading for Aaron Rodgers have violated league rules by letting Rodgers know they're interested. According to Rob, I don't know what his last name is, of ESPN, the Packers are upset that other teams, including the 49ers and Broncos, may have contacted Rodgers to see if he's interested in playing for them. However, the report says Packers have not filed a tampering complaint with the NFL because tampering is incredible hard to prove. So the Packers are really upset about that. Let's go on. Aaron Rodgers reportedly found a creative way to make fun of the Packers GM by calling him Jerry Cross. Y'all remember him?
Yeah, the
Bulls,
GM.
Mm-hmm. So now Aaron Rodgers calling him that. Let's move on. Brett Favre has come out and said, he claimed that he talked to Aaron Rodgers. He said in his conversation with Aaron Rodgers, and he made a comparison to his own departure from the Packers in 2008. I think I know Aaron fairly well. Honestly, I just don't see him coming back and just saying, all right, let's just bury the hatchet, whatever caused the rift. I'm just going to come back and play because I love the guys. I love Green Bay fans. Favre said his gut tells him that Rodgers done with Packers. All right. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I have. And Michael Vick thinks the Packers gonna be all right without Aaron Rodgers. He said they probably still make the playoffs, which I highly doubt.
Now with Jordan Love.
Not with Jordan Love. We don't even know what Jordan Love can do.
Exactly.
All right. Aaron Rodgers, you mad at the GM because he didn't draft the players you want. You are a player. He is the GM. His job is to draft players, sign players. Your job is to play football. End of story. Stop being a big baby because you're not getting the players you want. NFL's like that. This is not NBA where you're LeBron. You can just send a letter or send a text and like, hey, you come play with me, and bam, it happens. No, it's the NFL. You have a cap. You have other positions need that make the team go that you really need. The GM drafted Jair Alexander, literally could be the best cornerback in the NFL. A.J. Dillon, who replaced Jamal Williams, now he's your number 2 back. You still got a good offensive piece. You're not missing a beat there. Drafted old lineman that you need. Just play the game, dude. You're a quarterback. The team go as long as you go.
When you feel
kind of playoff run.
You went to a playoff run. You went to playoffs 2 on our years in a row. This is they went to the playoffs last year too.
When you feel kind of disrespected, like if you're Allen Lazard or Marquez Valdez Scantling and all them, like wouldn't you feel kind of disrespected that he's like talking about you like that, kinda in a way?
Because he got the right to talk because he said I'm Gary, I must be Gary. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a right to say that because he might be right. Like, yeah, like, bro, I know I'm working on it, Aaron. Like, dude, chill out. I'm trying my best.
Man, ain't bad.
Think about all the quarterback. Like us being Saints fans, we know very well. Drew never complained, bro.
Never.
Michael Thomas is probably the first top 5 receiver, depending on how you feel about Marcus Colston. But anyway, he's probably the first top 5 receiver Drew ever had. Never had a defense. He had defense 1 year. Drew never complained. He just went out there and balled.
Every single day. When he had historically the worst defense, almost 2 times in a row, he still never complained. He still went out there and played.
Brady never
took
complained.
A pay cut.
Exactly.
When did Aaron Rodgers take a pay cut? I ain't hear anything about that. To bring in a free agent receiver, I ain't hear anything about. Of course he didn't.
Well, I mean, Brady is married to a supermodel who makes more than him.
It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. If you want your guys to be there, then you're gonna take the pay cut.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not even like it's that. But And then the way he doing it is so bad, bro. Like, you making fun of it. Like, bro, you're a grown man.
I just want to know who snitched on him in the group message.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Like, bro, who leaking the group chat?
Man, I know fake friends, man. You think you have fake friends? It's just like us. If me, you, Dustin, and all of us in group chat, and y'all linking it out to, to reporters that I know is somebody in the group, and that's real messed up, man. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
why would you leak that type of stuff? And check this out: Drew Brees played 15 seasons with the New Orleans Saints. Trivia time. Guess how many Pro Bowl receivers he had all 15 years with New Orleans Saints?
Just Thomas. And, Probably
No,
just Thomas.
I think Marcus Colston made one Pro Bowl.
No, he didn't.
I thought they said Marcus Colston never made one.
What?
Yes, he never made one. Exactly right. Exactly.
Not one?
Not one. Not
That's
not
crazy.
even a
Yeah,
ballot.
that's crazy.
Not even on the ballot.
How? That dude was good.
Overrated, bro. Like he's super underrated for real. And they
He
were
was
talking
cold.
about how Drew only had 15 seasons, dog. 15? And you only had one Pro Bowl receiver? Come on. Aaron Rodgers. Let's go through this. You may have had Greg Jennings. You had Greg Jennings, right? Yeah. You had Jordan Nelson.
Jordy Nelson.
You had Devontae Adams. So that's 3 already.
He had Donald Driver for a little bit.
Had Don Draw.
Yeah. Some good defenses.
So why is he?
He had Jimmy Graham was tight end for a little bit.
He don't use his tight ends. That's the thing. Drew Brees only had Jimmy Graham. Then
Jimmy Graham was only good with Brees.
Yeah. And then he had fumble artist Jerry Cook.
Oh, gosh.
I don't get it, Brad. I just don't get it. Maybe it's something deeper than him want to say so in the transactions that go on through the team and personnel. Maybe it's something more. Maybe maybe Dan Kirkpatrick is like dating somebody in the front office. I don't know.
This is the most quarterback drama I've ever seen, like around the league.
This is why I can't stand Aaron Rodgers. He's a prima donna, dude. Like, I never liked Aaron Rodgers. Like, they went from Brad Favre, who I don't like, then they went to Aaron Rodgers. Don't like him either.
I'm saying, like, overall in the league, there's been so many quarterbacks that have had drama this offseason.
I know, it's like the year of a quarterback or something. Like, your quarterback should not be a me guy. That's just, like, if you got a me type of quarterback, then, yeah. I'm surprised they won that one championship. That's when he got the big head, huh? When he finally won a championship.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, he got the same amount of Drew, but Drew's still humble.
I really don't want him to get another either.
Yeah, his head gonna explode. His head gonna get so big he get another one.
No, when he started pulling models, when he like, I'm like Tom Brady. Now he dating the actress now, like since he's getting like movie stars and all that type of stuff. He on a different level.
And Tom Brady has 7.
Hey, like Terry Bradshaw said, Aaron Rodgers, you weak minded, man.
And did you hear what Bradshaw said? He said that Aaron Rodgers had the worst footwork he's ever seen. And that was kind of uncalled for. I don't even understand that.
It's unorthodox if you think about it.
So, like, dude, it's Aaron Rodgers. He just won MVP. Like, bro, like, don't talk about his footwork. I can understand you talking about his personality, but like his footwork.
It is. He throw off balance a lot. He got different. His footwork is different.
It works though.
Yeah, it works for him.
Bad.
Man, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's his footwork. So if it's
He said it was the worst he's ever seen. That's what Terry Bradshaw said.
Like what?
yeah, maybe hating on his part, like Terry he's just digging in now. But he's right. Aaron Rodgers' footwork is different, but it worked for him. I mean, you can't say too much about it if he's winning. But that's all I gotta say about Aaron. If I was a GM, this how I'm playing. I'm playing hardball. You want to talk about me? Then you just made it personal, and so I hold grudges sometimes. So now you're not playing at all. So go ahead and retire, like you said. We good. Bye bye. We drafted Jordan Love. Come on, Jordan Love.
Maybe that's why they cut that receiver he liked.
Yeah, dude, I'm for real. If I'm the GM, I'm not playing those games. I don't know what
that might be what it
is.
was.
Exactly.
Trying to send him a message. Like we run this.
Bruh, Tyler, imagine you been a GM and that man coming into the office talking that noise to you. How do you respond? Like, I don't give a care who you are. I already know what Tyler doing. Tyler like, okay. See your way out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I already know what Tyler doing. And Gatwood,
Did you hear what else Rodgers said?
What?
They said that Rodgers said he wants to go to Denver so he can make Mahomes be second in the division and play in the wild card every year.
That's definitely not happening.
But like,
ain't going to Denver.
I mean,
And Gatwood, we know what you're doing. If he came to your office with that mess,
I trade him for Deshaun.
throwing some stuff. Get out of here.
I'm going to get Deshaun Watson. I'm sending you to the crappy Texans. Good luck.
Aaron Rodgers might run out of office. God, you like to break laptops.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers coming in, talking to noise. Gatwood just pushes the computer off the table.
Tyler, you ever heard that story, bro?
Yeah, Ben.
I was taking this math test online, and I couldn't figure out. I missed this problem like 8 times in a row. I just had enough of it, and like I was gonna act like I don't know why, but I just punched my computer, and then shattered the laptop.
That's funny.
I was like, how am I gonna finish my test now?
Oh my.
So Aaron Rodgers might run out of there. Gatwood, they say he's a madman. He throwing stuff in there. He punching holes in the wall.
And they gonna know he break. They gonna know he break laptops. He gonna have a secondary laptop. He gonna break that one. He's just gonna pull another one out the day.
Yeah, he gonna pull one out the drawer after you break that one. He say, "Don't worry, I got 5 more."
Hey, it's gonna be like church. It's gonna be like church league, man. Getting them technical.
Oh yeah, I couldn't imagine that was the GM, man. You better not come in the office talking that stuff. You getting traded. Oh man. But hey, like I said, Packers, you hold all the cards. I wouldn't do nothing with them. Let them retire. If you want to be a big baby, I'm taking my ball and going home.
Does this justify that Jordan Love thing though? If he retires, does that justify that Jordan Love thing?
Yeah, I mean they saw something. They looked in their crystal ball and they saw the future.
Yeah.
There ain't no way he's retiring though. Y'all think he really will?
Man, if he retires, he's the pettiest dude
ever. He just won an MVP, man. I wonder if anybody's ever retired off an MVP season.
Hey, that's a good way to grow into the sunset.
Nah,
I just wonder if that's ever happened.
I mean, there's nothing else he can do. He can retire or play football. That's the only 2 options, bro. The only 2 options. That's why I straight up told him.
You got Jeopardy.
Yeah, go. I'll tell. Hey, bye. All right, have fun at Jeopardy.
Hey, but he coming to my. I'm like, Jeopardy got you acting different.
Oh, you the host now. You a host now, huh?
Yeah.
You run the
Nah,
show, huh?
This ain't Jeopardy over here, fam.
This ain't no game, man. This ain't a game.
This ain't Jeopardy.
Oh man, like, hey, you can see, yeah, go be a host. Go run your own show then, Aaron. All right. So, all right, we'll do a hypothetical here. What if Aaron Rodgers do get traded? What's the likely destination?
Broncos.
What I've been saying is Broncos.
Yeah.
Would y'all
Actually,
trade one of the Bosa brothers for him in San Francisco?
I mean, they just drafted Trey Lance, but I don't know if Trey Lance just not start.
Oh, I forgot about it. I keep forgetting about the trade.
But we don't.
I could see the Raiders too. I could see Gruden trying to get Rodgers.
Somebody said this. One of the Saints reporters said the Saints would have to consider Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? They don't want Kamara and like what?
I was like, why would the
Cool.
Saints have to consider? Like, if the Saints actually try to get Rodgers, I feel so bad for Winston. I don't even like Winston that much, but I feel so bad for him.
I felt bad for him when they gave Taysom Hill the starting job.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad for him then until I saw Taysom Hill start stinging up the place. So I'm like, yeah, they letting this man play on Winston. So yeah, maybe the Texans. If I was Texans, I'd try to make a call.
That was suck. Play for the Texans, but right now was suck.
I mean,
He's retired.
You have to make that call if you're the Texans.
What you think about the Raiders? What Gary said about the Raiders?
I don't know. They're pretty sold on Derek Carr. They saying Derek Carr is his guy. It's their guy.
I got a question. This off subject. I got a question about John. Is he really that much of an offensive guru, bro?
Yeah, if you count early 2000s.
I'd start Mariota over him.
Of the car?
Yeah, I think Mariota. I just think he's better.
I do like Mariota. I wanted the Saints to get Mariota so bad. He's a better Taysom Hill.
They want to do it for a quarterback so bad.
I do, man. I do. I just love Mariota, man. He won a playoff game versus the Chiefs, man.
Yeah. The only thing with Mariota, man, if he's healthy, man, he's pretty good. He don't stay healthy a lot.
And they say he can't go through his progressions, but I don't know. From what I watch, he looks like he can. All right, let's get into some NFL news. Dolphins released starting safety team captain Bobby McCain. I don't know. That's okay. Bears left tackle Charles Leno Jr. is visiting Washington. That'll be a great pickup for Washington because they really need a tackle. Broncos offensive tackle Juwan James has suffered a season injury, torn Achilles, working out today away from the team facility. Today means like 2 days ago. James will owe $10 million in the upcoming season, but now that's in jeopardy because Denver no longer is obligated to pay him pay him without working off a site.
That's crazy.
Is that new?
Is
that new? Or is that
it happened 2 days ago.
The not having to pay him?
Yeah, he got injured doing his own workout.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all info news. Dustin's in the house. What's going on, bro? Yo, Dustin.
Okay.
What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
You in the dojo?
Yeah, I'm just getting done.
Yeah, crazy.
So you still in the dojo?
Asking, man. Kicking the bags and stuff.
Yeah, man, I gotta train, man.
Ever since he watched the Karate Kid, you know, he thought he could be
But
that.
it was End of the Dragon for me, man. What you talking about?
I knew it was no movies.
Hey, you got the cornrows and everything?
Huh?
I said he got the cornrows and everything?
Mm-hmm. What was the other one? Three Little Ninjas or something like that? Three Ninjas?
What?
Hey, all three of them was good, man. I don't know what you talking about, man.
I know. That was the movie.
Man.
That was the
Man,
movie.
begging for ninja costumes for Halloween, man.
I have never heard of any of these movies, bro.
Man, y'all on y'all days off, man, go watch Three Ninjas. I believe that was the name of the title, Three Ninjas.
I think it was Three Little Ninjas.
Three Little Ninjas, yeah. Pretty funny, man. But
man, that's a classic '90s movie right there, man.
it is. It is. Actually, it was on.
It was like The Sandlot, man.
Oh yes, yes. It was. It had that much, potential, for real. And I think it was on Netflix. I think the movie's on Netflix. I was watching a little bit of it. Like
it was on Netflix at one point, I know.
Yeah, so I watched it it was like 5 or 6 months ago. I watched it, but yeah, I was just watching. I'm like, dang, this is really what's the word I'm looking for? Not corny, but you know what I'm saying? Like when you watch old movies, like when you were a kid, like you thought it was the greatest thing ever. But when you would watch it as an adult, you're like, is this the same movie?
Man, it's like, it make you feel sorry for your parents, man, making them watch their movie like 5 times in a row.
Exactly, Nikai. You know what they went through. When I watched it, was fun, nostalgia, part of it. But I was like, yo, this movie, I can see the screens on the ninjas. like this. It was a little low budget, but it was definitely high budget back then. But let's get into the NBA. Westbrook, he been on the tear for the last week or so. He scored another triple double, and everybody talking, all these talking heads talking about Westbrook this, Westbrook that. He don't get the respect he deserves. He's really the best point guard of all time. Blah blah blah. He's better than AI. Blah blah blah. Is his triple doubles really that impressive?
No. I mean, if you look at how he's getting them, I remember there was like a little montage on YouTube of like his first season getting those triple doubles, and him yelling at the Australian center that used to play for OKC,
Steven Adams?
Yeah,
Steven Adams, yeah. And he was yelling at Steven Adams to get a rebound. Like, the rebound came to Steven Adams, and he yelled at him because he wanted to get the rebound. Like, it's not like he's just getting the triple-double just because he's just like a Charles Barkley or Dennis Rodman type rebounder. And I think somebody also brought it up that I forgot what show it was, but he's actually one of the worst offensive rebounding point guards in the league. It's only defensive rebounds. It'd be more impressive if it was, a bulk of offensive rebounds, but he's one of the worst when it comes to those. He's just stat chasing. They're making it because it's not that hard to get that many assists. What he's doing is he's getting enough points, he's getting enough assists, and then having the defense clear out for him to get his rebounds. I just don't see it. Whenever I watch him, I just don't see the same. It's like the ball. It's like when you playing 21, and it's that guy that never played defense, but he keep getting all the rebounds because he never played defense. That's what Westbrook reminds me of.
He basically just crashing the boards pretty hard. Like everybody boxing out and he just cleaning up.
Yeah, it's almost like he cherry picking off for rebounds.
Y'all remember that rebound injury?
It was a.
Oh,
Huh?
Keep going.
No, I'm saying if he was just hustling to get rebounds, I mean, he'd get more rebounds on the offensive boards as well. But he wanted worse.
Yeah, it just seemed like he just crashing the board. He always near the paint. Like I said, he just crashing the boards. That's all it is. And when you crash the boards, man, you bound. Well, point guard don't even supposed to be crashing the boards like that for defensive rebounds.
He always just seemed to be magically be in the right place at the right time for the for the rebound. That's all I'm saying.
What you think, Tyler?
I still think it's impressive. Like the other night, he had 14 points, 20 rebounds, and like 24 assists. Like that's to average a triple double 4 straight years is ridiculous.
I think the assist is more impressive.
No doubt.
Because the game against Milwaukee, he had 29 points, 12 rebounds, and 17 assists. And they almost actually beat Milwaukee.
Okay, let me ask this. Just based on the eye test, who would you say is a better facilitator, Westbrook or Chris Paul?
Chris
Paul, no doubt.
That's not even close.
Yeah, right. But Westbrook, he just it's just to me, he just stat stacking to me. He's not really affecting the game in a strong way. Like he just getting an assist to get an assist. It's not really I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not like a Chris Paul or John Stockton and Jason Kidd type. Not even James Harden. To me, James Harden has a bigger effect in the game. Now he's with Brooklyn anyway. Like, even though he's not averaging a triple double, he's like 2 rebounds short. But he seems to have a bigger impact on the game when he's on the floor than does Westbrook.
Harden can pass a lot better than Westbrook, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I understand what you're saying. You're saying basically,
he's not a
like
Chris Paul he's not a passer.
Like you saying like Chris Paul is passing the ball with actual purpose, like to actually step somebody to get him in the right spot. But Westbrook, he kind of just like not force it. Cause I'm pretty sure you have more turnovers than Chris Paul too.
He does.
So and a lot of his, I think probably a lot of his assists come off fast breaks too, the way he be pushing it.
Yeah, that and then another thing, it seemed to me like he gets his assists in bunches.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll just have like a part of the game where he won't really look to score. He'll just really look to just pass the ball and get assists.
Like his highlights,
instead of doing it throughout the game and being more efficient. Because he forced a lot of stuff too, which is why he get a lot of turnovers.
It seemed like he had like a dump off assist. I don't know if that's a thing. You know how you just dump it off and the guy just lay it up. You know how you see like Chris Paul or Luka, they thread the needle with a bounce pass or behind the back pass. Like
that's not a Westbrook game.
Yeah, you're not seeing that with Westbrook. That's what I'm saying. More his assist, more like dump offs, like he drive or he kick it, or he drive and just bounce it, and the big guy just pick it up and dunk it. Cause a lot of his assists come off when you penetrate, right?
Yep.
And that's not really that's effective to a certain degree, but I don't know. It's just hard to explain how he getting all the assists, but that's 17 assists.
I don't think that's still impressive though.
It's not really hard though, because I mean, think about it. If Kobe wanted to, Kobe could have averaged 20 assists a game. Think about all them times Kobe shot it, double team, triple team. He really could. That could have been the season.
They double team. They tried double team Kobe.
Those years with Smush Parker and Kwame Brown.
Yeah,
he could have had a lot of this season.
Kobe, he really commanded a double team a lot of times. If you find the right guy, that's an open shot.
You know, like
I mean,
Westbrook,
his prime, he was always. I mean, almost every game he was double team or triple team, like almost from the jump. You know, during his prime when he was scoring like 60, 50, 60 almost every night.
It's just weird to me.
I'm gonna give it.
What you say, Gatwood? Go ahead.
I'm gonna give it to Westbrook though. Like, usually, you know, I'm not the biggest Westbrook fan, but lately, I've been looking at some of his stats, and like he's been super efficient lately, and they've been winning a lot of games. Like they went on like a 9-game win streak recently. I think Westbrook has to be the number one option. Like, cause I mean, I'd probably say he's the number one option on the Wizards, even though Beal's their best player. But like he has the ball in his hands. Like that's the only way he can be effective. Because like when he was on the Rockets, they would double team Harden, and then he'd pass it off to Westbrook, and he couldn't shoot, so like it would never work. Like he has to have the ball in his hands. And last year was the first year in 5 years he didn't average a triple double because he was like the number 2 option basically. So he has to be the number 1 option to be like effective. Like even though like he is averaging triple double, like it's still impressive. I mean, because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, you know.
But yeah.
But to your point though, I mean, I think that Bradley Beal is a better teammate for him just because Bradley Beal, you know, he can play off the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't need to handle the ball all game. So I do think that, you know, him and Beal are a better match for each other.
Mhm.
But does that translate to good basketball, or translate into winning?
All I'm gonna say is they number 10 in the East. In the East.
That's not winning. That's not winning the winning degree. You know what I'm saying?
That's the knock. I think, yeah, it's still impressive, but like I said, it's just not. It doesn't really translate to wins. It's
not gonna cut it.
Individually. Yeah, it's individually impressive, but you ain't gonna get too many wins on it.
That's why I kind of raised my eyebrow when people said Westbrook was better than AI.
No,
that's blasphemous.
And I was like, this guy must never watched AI before, cause there's no way they can say that. And he took that team to the championship, like a point guard. Like that's the only time when it really worked, because he was a shooting guard playing point guard, but he knew how to get his teammates involved too.
They were killing AI the same way they killed Westbrook. The same stuff they say about Russ, they were saying about AI. Like how Russ shoot all them shots and he take bad shots.
But AI is more effective.
I would disagree.
10 times better shooter. So it works.
I would disagree.
He's a better but he kind of the difference is he kind of had to, like who was going to shoot on the air. Like,
yeah, he was.
But, yeah.
I would disagree because AI AI didn't have a choice. I mean, Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, Dikembe Mutombo, Derek Coleman. Westbrook, on the other hand, AI for the bulk of his career did not play with an all-star until he, got traded to the Nuggets. Westbrook, on the other hand, he spent most of his career with the top-tier NBA players. Never had. He still got to the finals. Got a game against, one of the greatest Lakers teams in history. It's something to be said about that. While, Westbrook lost the, 3-1 lead with, one of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
I know Westbrook had Paul George and still couldn't get it done.
Paul George, KD, James Harden, Bradley Beal.
Like, he went to Rockets and made the Rockets worse.
That Chris Paul trade will always haunt the Rockets, man. We should have never traded Chris Paul.
Yeah, well, you sitting there watching Westbrook. What was going through your head, Kyle? What was going through my head? Like, what's wrong with this guy? What was going through your head when you were watching those games?
It was horrible because, like, they would double-team James Harden every possession, and the ball would be in Westbrook's hands, and he would either brick a three or drive and turn the ball over. It was frustrating.
Hey, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
You remember we was at work, we was looking at how the Warriors was playing him? They would double Harden and just leave Westbrook.
Yeah.
You could never do that with AI. Ever.
I know. AI shoot over double team too.
Yeah.
You can like imagine. All right, we'll put AI and Harden together. That Rocket team from what that was last year.
Yeah.
They getting past Golden State. Because if you double Harden, if you double Harden, AI making them threes.
That was like with Chris Paul. Because we were up 3-2 on Golden State with KD. When they had KD, we were up 3-2, and Chris Paul hurt his hamstring. Like, that's one of the greatest teams I've ever seen. You can ask Tyler. Like, that team was 67-15. Like, they were legit that year because they couldn't double team hard when you have somebody like Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
They were
so good.
That's kind of why, like, I just don't see Westbrook. Like, his triple doubles are impressive, but they aren't really that impressive because it isn't within the flow of the game. It's like he's forcing. It's like he's like saying his head, like, I'm getting a triple double tonight. It's not really like within the flow of the game. It's like he's forcing the triple double and is messing up the flow of the team. Whereas you have like a Chris Paul, everything he does is smooth and within the flow of the game. Like if the shot is there, he'll take the shot. If the pass is there, he always makes the right play within the flow of the game. He doesn't say, man, I got 9 assists, but I'm open for this 3. I'm going to drive to the hole and kick it off real quick just so I can get 10 assists. That, to me, that's how Westbrook plays. It's not efficient or within the flow of the game. And I feel like when you watch the people around him, if they can't play off the ball, they're just kind of standing around.
Yeah, that's how it was like last year watching the Rockets. It was so maddening seeing Westbrook play like that when literally I'm used to seeing Chris Paul, like, who's just one of the best point guards ever, like, best passers, smartest IQ players ever, going to Westbrook. Like, that was rough.
You can't run an offense with Westbrook. Like, he like Justin said, he just, I'm gonna go give me a triple double tonight. You're not running no offense.
Yeah.
That's his downfall.
Yeah, like you said, I'm like 50-50 because, that's pretty hard to get, 17 assists and 12 rebounds. But if you're not, like, actually making your team better, then it's really not that impressive. Because right now, like you said, how many options do you have on the Wizards? You don't have many. So if you just know how to cherry pick and crash the boards, then you gonna get those numbers.
Yeah, and I feel like James Harden, if he just really just wanted to average a triple double, he really could. Like if he just wanted to do it, or even LeBron, like they just wanted to. That was their goal every season to average a triple double. I feel like they could do it easily.
Right. Let's move on. LeBron, he missed another 2 games because of an ankle injury, and we saw this season he really hasn't been looking the same. He's been talking a lot about his body and taking care of it, and how this injury is really going to nag him for the rest of his life. Is LeBron on the decline, or has he been
I
on the
think
decline?
so. I mean, to me, he's been on the decline. He's just declining at a much slower rate than anybody else that I can think of.
Yep.
But I mean, he doesn't get injured. I mean, he doesn't have a long list of serious injuries, but I think he's just being careful because he knows, like at this point in his career, I feel if he got like a serious injury at this point, I think that decline would start to hit a lot harder than what it would if he can, manage to stay moderately healthy.
Yeah, because with a high ankle sprain, it can be a nagging injury, especially as an athlete, who always running, jumping. You can re-aggravate it, it just be sore all the time. You just gotta docking it every day. And if you don't be careful, it might set them back, going into the playoffs. And I know they don't want that. And I think when they got AD, that's why he wanted AD so bad, man. Because he knew he couldn't do this anymore at a high level. Not by himself. And
Definitely not bound.
definitely not by himself. So he needed another superstar so bad. And at one point, nobody would even go to the Lakers, even with LeBron there. I ain't know if LeBron and AD had that type of relationship, but he got AD to come there. And I think this is just the beginning. I think that, how Kobe, had declined. I think it's probably going to happen the same way for LeBron.
But that was so hard to watch, bro. Oh, that hurt my heart.
When he tore his Achilles, man, that was it for him. He couldn't overcome that.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, Kobe was already kind of slowly declining, but once it just take that one serious injury to just that's your career, and like your body just after all those years of playing, especially as much as to LeBron's credit, that many games every season, plus some USA teams and stuff like that, it's gonna take a toll.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm
Like
saying.
Melo, the worst declines for me watching was like Melo and D Wade. Like theirs happened so quick to me.
Melo just woke up and his body was breaking down.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think any of them hurt worse than Kobe. Watching Kobe decline, man, was heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was. He couldn't barely jump off the ground to get a shot up. It was bad.
He was on the bench all iced up and jumped.
Man, he finally dunked and everybody went crazy. Like, that's crazy. That's bad.
Dwight Howard fell off quick too.
Kobe gave him a hard time, so I think that would start his decline when he went to LA.
Well, Dwight, man, he was. I mean, so much of his game was based off his athleticism. He hurt his knee that year. He's
gone.
I mean, his line started when he didn't even have much of a prime.
So with that being said, y'all still choosing Lakers?
Nah.
So
It's slowly changing. Y'all picks gonna slowly change. I already know.
I've been saying Suns.
Y'all gotta stay true to yourselves.
it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a Suns for the Jazz.
I got the Clippers.
Dang, Tyler. You had the Suns, and then you saying the Clippers?
No, I never said the same.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You said you like the Suns. Like that was your number one. You said if LeBron's healthy, then you taking Lakers, but if not, the Suns.
You sure?
I think Tyler said Clippers. I said
Tyler
Suns.
said no Clippers. Don't try it.
You know what I
Tyler.
think if the Clippers end up playing the Mavericks the first round, I think the Clippers get going home.
That's a hot take, and I'm not mad at it. I could definitely.
Yeah, because that's a tough match. They're a bad matchup for the Clippers.
They should have lost to the Mavericks. If Porzingis don't get hurt last season, they definitely lose to the Mavericks.
Porzingis healthy right now?
Not 100%, I don't think.
He playing?
Yeah, he playing.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go on to This is just an NFL news, NBA news, really. Kyrie was fined $35,000 for violating the league's media policy. He was refusing to speak to the media. I thought you'd get a mental health day.
Dude.
What? Like you said. Oh, for real? I thought you could at least get, 5 a year or something? I thought you get a couple a year.
I don't know.
I think Kyrie has used up his mental health days. I'm pretty sure.
That's kind of, man, NBA got to do something. But that dude probably had them. They got to know Kyrie by now, man. Like, that dude probably having anxiety or something going on. They shouldn't find that man.
Hey, this gonna trigger Ben, but did y'all hear what Richard Jefferson said about Bron?
I don't listen to none RJ say. He lit LeBron boots way too much.
Oh my God.
He does.
He said Bron is the greatest scorer ever.
Of course he did. RJ's a lit boot.
Yeah, I saw that on Gilbert Arenas podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, didn't LeBron get RJ a ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
course
that's
he said that. Come on, listen to Richard.
Yeah, that's
Jefferson.
right.
He sound like he ain't hit puberty yet.
Oh my God. He made some good points though. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, I don't care about RJ. Now you talking about decline.
Oh my God. Hey. That boy was jumping out the gym in New Jersey. I don't know what happened.
You talking about man? That man incident so fast.
Y'all want to hear a stat?
What?
So since the Nets have traded for Harden, with him they're 27-7. Without him, they're 9-11.
Yeah, I can see
Oh,
that.
wow.
They traded the bench off for him. So yeah, I can see that.
Them boys can't stay healthy anyway. They so
Yeah, you
fragile
know what I'm
over
saying?
there.
Like they don't have no bench. Of course they gonna lose them games.
They got a pretty decent bench now.
Yeah.
And Spencer Dinwiddie finna come back, y'all can call it. It's wraps for the
I'm
West.
not impressed.
They have
I mean, the East.
Blake Griffin.
I put it like this. I know there's a lot of what is, but if LaMarcus Aldridge would have been able, if he wouldn't have had that heart issue, and Spencer Dinwiddie was back, yeah, it'd be over. It'd be over for everybody. Nobody would see Brooklyn. Nobody.
When did we supposed to be back?
Boom.
Cause NBA playoff starts in June.
He gonna be back sometime in the playoffs.
All right, so let's do our poll for the week. Getting kind of late now. We went way over. Um, since I've been going through my Twitter, I've been seeing it. So I was gonna do a poll, Westbrook versus AI, but I feel like casuals pick Westbrook, but I feel the most part for most of our listeners they're gonna pick AI. So I thought they're gonna be a running right poll. So I thought let me give people something to think about since I saw this comparison. Also, who's the better point guard, Westbrook or Dame?
Dame.
Dang.
Man, y'all going against Twitter. Y'all reading through the comments, they were killing Dame, and everybody was praising Westbrook. I was thinking Dame too. I thought like I can't be crazy because these guys are literally picking Westbrook. They ain't picking Westbrook over AI. I was like,
You know,
man,
Twitter got recency bias.
I know. Though I said these guys, they must be casual, so they must live in the moment. Cause he doing triple doubles, but he can't win with KD or win with Harden. So let me do this poll. So everybody going with Dame.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
All right.
easy.
So we're gonna
Easy.
see. So we're gonna see the real casuals on our VLF polls, huh?
Facts. And I'm gonna let y'all know y'all casuals too.
I tell them to their face. I
Yeah.
tell them to them on the every time we do a poll and I lose. I say, yeah, y'all casuals. Y'all know y'all watch y'all.
Look, he tell us every time he lose.
I said, I don't know. Y'all saw my last poll results, and I was like, y'all seriously picked Chad or AV? I said, what are y'all doing? But yeah. So anything else I want to go over?
Nah.
So, you think what y'all think about Floyd chasing down Logan Paul at that press conference for snatching his hat?
Publicity
He
stunt.
snatched his head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was so dumb.
yeah, he snatched his hat, and Floyd, like, it was a big scuffle. And Floyd was like, "Don't you ever disrespect me."
Man, that's for all entertainment purposes. That's man, they trying to get
Man,
numbers.
man could at least got a haircut before a press conference.
Dude, his hair. Golly. Like KD.
Dang.
Man, I was
Some
like,
Mayweather fighting
bro.
Jake Paul.
he
I
must
mean,
have the
Logan.
same barber.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
He fighting
Logan.
one of them.
He's fighting Logan.
He fighting whichever the older one is.
I thought he fighting
was
Jake.
talking.
Nah, he's
Whichever
fighting
the
Logan.
older one is. Whichever the older one is. He's
Jake's
fighting.
the one who just fought. Jake's the one who just fought and beat that guy. And then Logan's going against Mayweather. Jake's the one who snatched his hat. He's not even the one fighting him.
So Logan fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which one
But
fought
Floyd said he fight both of them in the same night.
I know you could do 2 versus 1.
Floyd could fight both of them at the same time.
Man, them boys are fake, man. They YouTubers, bro.
I hope he knocks him out, man. So quick. I'm so tired of hearing about them, man. I hope Mayweather knocks him.
He has to because if Mayweather don't, what they say about Mayweather?
I mean, his
mean,
Logan Paul
that's
is a lot bigger.
Nothing really. I mean, they in two very, very different weight classes.
But he's a professional boxer, though. These two.
Floyd has, but I mean, Floyd long been retired, and even though like they're amateur, like they do work out. But I mean, Floyd been doing that all his life, and one thing I know about like boxing is like when you go into a boxing gym, you can tell like who's been doing it all their life and who started it out later on, like easily. Like it's levels to that. So I mean, I feel like Florida easily win.
Of course, man, it's a money grab, y'all. Y'all know that.
But it is a fight game, and it only take one punch. Anybody can get lucky.
I mean, he is 50-0 though. Nobody's got lucky so far, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it can happen. I mean, I don't know if you guys watch a lot of MMA, but you know when George St. Pierre was at the top of his game, he got knocked out by Matt Serra Like nobody thought that was, it was just lucky. Like no, by no means was Matt Serra as good a fighter as George St. Pierre, but he didn't take him seriously, and he just took that one punch.
Almost like
if he knocked Floyd out, if he knocked Floyd out, he got to fight Mike, bro. I'm sorry.
You heard Mike going against Lennox Lewis.
We're going to have to call Goku or something. He keep winning these fights. He is getting out of hand, bro.
And when's Mayweather and Jay Paul fight?
June,
June?
June 6th, I think. I think it's June 6th.
Well, it's on. Do they even do pay per view anymore?
Yeah, it's pay. You gotta pay for it.
Yeah, Mirror Dustin back in the day, you like watch this on pay per view. Like they had like the whole advertisement on TV and stuff like that for pay per view.
They're doing it on Triller or something like that.
Huh?
They're doing it on Triller, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen pay per view commercials in forever, bro.
I mean, who watch commercials anymore though? I mean,
man, so you balling? Oh, he got money like that. He can skip commercials. He got Hulu with no ads.
Well.
No, doesn't everybody not like you? I gotta watch the ads, man.
Me too, bro. I be sick when the Hulu ads come around. Yep.
man, Hulu got the ads where you can watch just the one 2-minute ad, so you don't have to watch anymore.
Man, that's a whole. But still, that's like 5 commercials rolled into one.
Bro, trying to watch Naruto with ads, bro. Do you know how long that takes, bro?
Crunchyroll? When you on Crunchyroll and you watch anime, and every 5 minutes is a commercial.
Crunchyroll, I couldn't do them ads, man. It was the same ad over and over. I watched one episode. I remember I was watching Dragon Ball Super on there during the Tournament of Power arc.
Yeah.
And that first episode, I was like, man, yeah, I'm paying for no ads. I can't do that.
Hey, no 5 ads took up 15 minutes. You like, okay, you gonna get better. So you think that's the last one? Nope, here it come again. Come on, man. But hey, we ain't privileged like you, Dustin.
Man, hey. Peace of mind is priceless.
No ads is priceless, huh?
You right about that. Except on YouTube, man. I never paid for no YouTube Premium. They out they mind.
I don't hate ads that much. I'll watch. I don't hate them that much. I'll watch. But I started adding ads on the podcast, and a lot of people they don't really like that. I'm like, well, y'all just skip over it. Y'all just hit the forward button. You can go right through the ad. But anyway, let's end on that note. Y'all can check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Just type in VOF'S Sportscast and pull up. Thank you for tuning into the show, liking and subscribe, share with family and friends, and comment on any posts that we put, and we'll try to comment back. We thank y'all for your support, and as always, we out of here.
You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.